Rand Paul, actually on the line in Washington, D.C. Rand Paul, you're on the air.
Yeah, he got mentioned in a National Review Online today, an article about him. And so did Dorkfest, by the way, in passing about people carrying guns at your little bake session that you guys had about a month ago.
You're talking about the Porcupine Freedom Festival. It's a yearly campout festival that happens here in New Hampshire.
Anyway, Minister, I wanted to tell you yesterday that migration is as old as the wheel, and our borders have been as an open and porous since boats that float, and it can be reached now from the sky as fast as planes can flap their wings. But
planes don't flap their wings.
Oh, come on, that was kind of funny.
What are you getting at, Rand?
Well, the gun thing I wanted to ask you about, because you think it's funny that, Minister, I wanted to talk about migration, but you also have a lot of fun putting Facebook posts on me about guns. I don't know where that comes from.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Lawnmower Man? I didn't make it up. It's on your Facebook page.
Brother, I don't look at my Facebook page except during the show.
Talk Live, that is.
So there's like probably 5 or 6 different people who take care of that Facebook page. So
you're not going to take credit for that.
Are you saying that someone called you the Lawnmower Man?
May I finish my thoughts on the migration?
No, I'd like to know what you're getting at here. Instead of you making obscure... Okay, I'm putting you on hold because you can't wait until I finish speaking a sentence before you keep talking. You're referencing something that I don't know anything about, and it's certainly likely that many of our listeners don't know what you're talking about. You've called in twice recently calling yourself the Lawnmower Man. I actually didn't ask you why you were doing that. I didn't really care. But now I'd like to know, because you're saying it was something on our Facebook page. Are you saying, Rand, that someone was making fun of you by calling you the Lawnmower Man? What is that reference about?
It's a John Deere lawnmower rigged with guns. I don't know why anybody thinks that's funny, but if you didn't post it on your front page of Free Talk Live's Facebook page, I should like to know who did so I can confront them on it, because I don't know why that's funny, and I have never mentioned guns. But I wanted to continue my thoughts about migration.
It definitely wasn't me.
Minister,
let me tell you, I don't think one iota about you whenever I'm not on the air, so it certainly wasn't me. I don't know who it was.
Oh, of course not. I know I've heard Mark say you discussed me off the air before, but that's okay. You don't need to tell the truth all the time like you.
No, the only time we discuss you off the air is when you call obsessively. Is when you call obsessively after the show, and I've now since asked you to stop doing that, and you've actually stopped. So I appreciate that. Go ahead there, Rand.
And I'm all good with that, so I'll continue to call in as long as you do. But I want to continue my thoughts on migration, if I may, Minister, which I would have suggested to you if you were a real minister. You would say to Greg, 3,000-year-old wisdom that some people actually believe the Lord our God commanded one to treat a stranger that sojourns amongst them as oneself. Treat the sojourner as one born amongst you, for you shall love the stranger as your neighbor.
You know, Rand, you have a real strange way of going about agreeing with me on something. I appreciate your call. Thanks for making it tonight.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.